Hey guys, and welcome back to the Geek Index Gamerscast. We've been out for like a month and a half now. This is our 10th episode. Yeah, 10. But none of all these are new people. Not new to this channel. We got Bowie.
Sup, guys?
Ricardo.
Hey there.
And myself, Ankit. I'm always hosting this. Gabe is in Thailand, so he's not going to be joining us anymore. Derek says he's in Thailand, but he's like right there.
He'll be back.
And then
they'll both be back.
But our official lineup for future podcasts is going to be me, Ricardo, and Nick, who you guys seen in one of the episodes.
Grabadias.
And this guy right here.
Barely. But I will be.
But let's start off with our usual. We usually talk about what we've been playing recently to just get warmed up a bit. As for me, I completed Metal Gear Solid 5 100% trophy-wise.
Hey.
And that's work for that game.
Right there.
It was work. And then I just 100%ed Uncharted 1 from the Drake collection. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to work on 2 and 3. I set a goal for myself. 2 weeks to platinum Uncharted 2 and 3. Because
you mean like in 2 weeks do both games?
Yeah, because my goal is always 100% the game before I get the next one.
I see. I remember that goal that you had.
Because I don't want to spend money and be like, yeah, I mean, I could beat the game, but I want 100% it so I got my money's worth out of it. So I was like, yo, let me just do this. Now, mind you, I'm not doing all the extra bullshit trophies that came with Uncharted because there's this one trophy called new one because they have a new difficulty, Brutal. And if people have played this game, if you played Crushing was hard enough, right? Well, when I was playing Brutal on Uncharted 1, I got to the last chapter, and there's this one checkpoint where as soon as the little cutscene happens of a crane dropping, or not crane, but like those storage container things dropping, as soon as the cutscene ends, I get shot up to death. And it was like endless for a minute and a half unless you get like out of the loop, luckily.
Oh.
And I just rage quit because when I do get out of the loop, like every 2 minutes, I end up dying. So I rage quit, and the worst part is I'm at the end of the game.
Okay, so that's not that bad.
I mean, I already beat it on Crushing.
Like you're so like right there at the end because I finished Uncharted 1. You're like right
there.
Yeah.
I'm like
about 5 minutes from the ending, pretty much.
Yeah,
maybe
but like,
less.
But brutal mode is so freaking difficult. Like you get hit like once or twice, you're done.
I'm mad at you made it this far, and then you get to the ending part.
Where you get shot up.
Yo, it's this. They did not play test it. It's really bad.
We made most of the game already, so we're just gonna put this in. Probably nobody would notice it.
Let's just weave in this difficulty.
Like it was like pretty bad in Crushing mode too. But like, man, it is near impossible to beat it. Like I went on forums and people were like, "Did they design this so it's impossible?" Like.
Can never be Uncharted.
Like I even saw YouTube videos like, guys, the hardest part of Uncharted 1 Brutal, and like you just see like a minute and a half of the same cutscene over and over, and this guy just trying to like get out, but he just kept on dying, and I was just like, well, fuck. Luckily it was just DLC trophies, so like it doesn't count towards the platinum.
Yeah, it doesn't count as that 100% thing.
So I was just like, I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna do it.
That's good then.
At least you beat like the story.
So you said you want to pretty much platinum this Uncharted 2 and 3. What's your next game?
Because I'm getting Battlefront on the 17th. I know people are like, you're not getting Fallout? I'm not a Fallout fan.
No Fallout, no Battlefield, no Call of Duty. It's all about Star Wars Battlefront.
I would get Battlefield if it came out. I would have got Battlefield if it came out. Nah. But they made Battlefront instead, so, I ain't complaining.
Exactly.
I think us, Bowie, you're getting it, right?
Yes, I am.
He might be getting a PS4 next week.
So he's getting the game, hopefully.
Because Sam's Club's doing that whole
if I do get the PS4,
doorbuster
I'm
deal.
The game.
Yeah, like a week, 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
Starts next week, right?
Starts on the 8th?
Yeah, that's like 2 weeks before Black Friday.
And ends on...
3 weeks before Black Friday.
It's only a one-day deal, actually. I think it's the 8th or 14th. It's a
one-day deal.
Yeah. And
so you're gonna be out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out there.
Sam's Club's door open at like 7 for doorbusters, I think, from what I read.
Have to be like there like at 5 in the morning.
No, earlier than that.
Oh God!
Like, you remember that time you guys went to that bakery store in South Plainfield?
Corner Bakery, yeah.
Yeah, you remember how early you were there for that? Yeah, you're gonna do the same.
I mean, like the Xbox deal that I was trying to do before. Remember that comes with a TV?
That's the college one, right?
Yeah, the college bundle was like $500 for 40-inch TV, like
that's
42
not that bad.
or 39. I think it was 39 or 40. It's like
Either way.
39, 40-inch Samsung Smart TV, and Xbox One. Not the new 1 terabyte ones, just still the old 500 gig.
Still,
It was the Master Chief Collection. It comes with the Master Chief Collection. So that's like 4 games right there. That was $500. Instantly gone.
Wow.
Like did not have a chance, and they like changed the bundle that you get a shitty TV with it, and I was like, fuck that. And I'm like, I ain't gonna.
Xbox is not my highest.
But
priority.
I could see it going out fast. But like the problem is that place, Best Buy doesn't need membership. Sam's Club does.
Yeah.
But luckily he knows people. I mean, it's not a bad deal. It's like
business
because like $3.99. I mean $2.99.
$2.99.
You get one game. But the thing is, Black Friday is in 2-3 weeks.
But from what I saw from just the toy catalog that leaked for most stores, it's basically regular bundle price.
Yeah, no, regular price, but usually they always add a second game.
They always add a second game. That is a true fact sometimes.
So like when you think about it that way, I mean but if you think about it this way, it depends on what game you get with the Sam's Club one. Because if you buy a second game, that would be a brand new game, that would be $60, right? It would end up at the same value as if you bought the Black Friday bundle.
Ricardo, do you happen to know what games they're giving out for free for that Sam Club deal?
I don't think so. They haven't been announced yet.
I think by what they meant by one game, it might just be like whatever bundle games they have, like that comes with the system.
Oh, so either you choose like Uncharted or Destiny,
or yeah, like I'm assuming it's gonna be one of those
like pre-bundles already, and they're just selling it at
$50 less.
Yeah,
that's what I'm assuming.
That's not bad though.
Because
those games are good.
Because officially, PlayStation finally gave a $50 price cut.
Yep.
Which $50 is not that much.
Yeah, seeing how their games, controller, and all their accessory cost $60 and above.
But to be fair, now consoles come with games. Like when you buy them, like I know when PS4 launched and Xbox One launched, came with nothing.
PS3 same
but like
way.
now it seems like every system comes with a game. Even handhelds are doing that. Like
thank God, but it's all digital. So, but except a console they give some consoles they give you a hard copy.
Yeah. That brings
handheld.
That brings me up to a fact. GameStop is not going to do carry in the system bundles if they're digital games in the bundle.
Oh, that's good.
Well, they're doing that because they want trade-ins. If people want to trade in the game from the bundle,
yeah.
If it's a digital copy,
they can't trade it in.
Yeah, you can't trade it in.
You can only delete it.
I mean,
that sucks.
I mean, I prefer physical copies.
Yeah, me too. I like hard copies more than digital anyway.
Same here. I like having the game, the collector value.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
And I can always play like on a different system. I don't have to sign into my Sony or PlayStation Network account and re-download it again on a different system.
Especially since their download speed sucks.
Yeah. I just updated too with my PS4 because I'm still playing Batman Arkham Knight. Still got that season pass going.
You still just got to do the Riddler trophies, right?
I hate that game. I literally have 53 trophies out of 243 trophies. Man. I don't like this game, but the content so far for the season pass has been wonderful. I've been loving every content they gave out.
I remember all the flack it got.
Yeah, I know.
It still
exactly.
deserves at some points, especially the PC version. But on the PC note, on that fact, you're still allowed to get a refund up until the end of this year.
Yeah. I'm so
Which is
shocked.
weird because, like, what if I bought the game today and I was like, this shit sucks? Will I still get a refund, or is it for people that already bought it?
I'm pretty sure I want to go with the first choice, that you just bought it and it doesn't work, then you should still be able to hand it in. Not they don't know if it sucks or not. You can just tell them it doesn't run on your computer as
now what if I like 100% this game and just before the end of the year and just be like, no.
I could still see that happening. They don't need
That'd
to
be
know.
a dick move to do. What have you been playing recently besides Batman? The usual League of Legends?
League of Legends, Brave Frontier on my phone. Gumi just actually announced a new game, Phantom of the Kill. It was on New York Comic Con this year. It looks pretty awesome. I want to play that.
Oh, that reminds me.
It's only in Japan.
New York Comic Con. Did you guys try any of the game? Did you try any games there?
Unfortunately, I did not because the lines were ridiculous. Because
I remember.
New York Comic Con, their gaming stations aren't really that big already, but they still have popular games that people surround. Like Square Enix had like a bunch of Dragon Quest games and some Final Fantasy game. Over at Bandai and Namco, they had like Digimon Cyber Sleuth, jump games, and like it was just packed. But
I wish they did like what anime conventions did and give like games their own room instead of putting it in the dealer's room like they do over there.
Yeah, it's packed.
Like it's weird because like the game ones always have the biggest lines.
Oh yeah, of course, there's a lot.
I remember when we went that one year when the Wii U was about to come out, like the month after, and man, we went there every day just to get a beanie too. It was funny because they were pretty good beanies.
Shout out to Nintendo, they kept me warm.
But other than that, if we wanted to actually play one of their like launch titles that wasn't like Nintendo Land, it was hard to play.
Yeah,
because all the people were always on it.
Super long. But yeah, I just picked up Dragon Ball Xenoverse. So once I finish all the content on Batman, I think I'm gonna start that game. What about you, Ricardo? You played anything new lately?
I picked up Undertale recently.
That is one I want to play. It's like an RPG game, and
it resembles a lot Mother 3.
Okay.
It's like a unique RPG. That's what's so good about it. The bad thing about it, I would say, is that it's not as long as a standard RPG.
Now, is that a console game or handheld game?
It's on Steam.
Steam? Okay, so PC game.
On PC.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But like my only gripe with it is how short it is.
It does have some replay value because you can play the game again, just doing a different action to change the ending. But
like other than that, like that's the one thing I see online. People are like the game is too short. But like it is an indie game, so I'm not gonna even do that. It's like $10 right now.
Yes, $10.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
$10 for a 5-hour game, mind you. When like a couple of years ago we got Call of Duty, which like to be fair, it comes with multiplayer, so that's like a different thing. But like the campaign of that is 5 or 7 hours. So for all the campaign people,
and it was like what, like $50, $60. So
yeah,
it's not like worth
like,
it.
and if you're a person that doesn't play multiplayer and just single player, $60 for a 5-7 hour game is not
worth it at all.
Yeah.
Anything else you're playing with?
I started to pick up Final Fantasy 14 again because there's a new patch coming out, 3.1, coming out next week. So I'm getting ready for that.
Okay, he's starting to grind already.
Yeah, we started playing again because Jaren started playing.
I thought that was 15.
14. 15 is the new single player one coming out.
Okay.
That reminds me, I think they're doing a special event in March to announce the release date. I hate them. I hate Square Enix. You know, they're the worst. Like we're gonna tell you we're gonna announce the release date of the release date.
What?
So they essentially were like
release date inception.
No, so this is what they did. Let's start. They started at Gamescom and they're like, hey, we're gonna give you more information about the release date at Tokyo Game Show. And at Tokyo Game Show, they're like, hey, we're gonna announce the release date at this date. And I was just like, you're going to do this shit again? And then they gave it an official date, which is like March something, for a Final Fantasy 15 exclusive event, I think.
So what's going on with 7?
We don't know.
So they just did that one big teaser. And
Jump Festa is still in December.
Okay.
And Square Enix got a big showing over there because, like, you know, they got their own magazine.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's actually pretty big news then. Hopefully they show more content about it.
Full Metal Alchemist, I think, belongs to Square.
That part, I'm not actually too sure 100% with that.
There's actually some PS2 games released by Square that was Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay. I did not.
No, because I think Full Metal was Square Jump, or whatever the Square Enix magazine is called. I know it was something. I'll look into it.
Yeah, but I'm not 100% too sure with that.
I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, that's why I was like, don't look at me for confirmation with that.
But let's talk about some news. Street Fighter 5, I think, got a release date. Right?
I'm not a big fan on Street Fighter that much. I'm more of a Tekken. Because I just saw the
all the juggling,
the Tekken 7 trailer.
Yeah, it's been in arcades for I think a year now.
Yeah, a year now.
Yeah,
yep.
It's been in beta.
And they just announced that console will be getting more exclusive content. Which
See, I'll go to this guy for all of the fighting news. He knows what's up.
Yeah. But that trailer was sick though. Really love it. It's like, oh, you're gonna make a 7th edition of this game, but wait, it's the prequel. It's like, God, I was not ready for that.
Let me come back to Street Fighter 5 later. But let's talk about Nintendo's big thing about when they were going to announce their first mobile game.
Oh,
and how it wasn't even a game.
It was like what did I call it? It was like a Tinder for Nintendo. It's like, yeah, get to know your Me friends. Like, okay,
that may share the same interests with you.
Nintendo,
so it's essentially
app.
like Animal Crossing.
It's
like Animal Crossing or Tomodachi Life.
Yeah, what was it called again? It was called Motaro or something like that. Something with the in it, and then Taro means friends or something.
I don't know. I was getting hyped because I'm like, yo, the first
mobile game. And then I was just like ready to play it on my phone, like Super Mario or something.
I knew it wasn't coming out this year because they announced it delayed. But then I was just like, it's not even a game. It's just a social.
It's a social app. It's a social app.
That's
it's a Tinder for Nintendo. You swipe to the left if you don't want them. You swipe to the right if they share your same interests. Awesome, great.
Other thing happened was it was Paris Game Week last week.
I think that's where I saw the Tekken 7 trailer then.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so
Sony had a pretty good day that day.
What did they announce? I actually didn't follow that conference very well.
I mean, I didn't either because we were recording that day too. Let's see. They announced a couple of new games. They announced, you know who Avicii is?
Yes, the DJ.
The DJ / producer. He announced a game.
Why?
Yeah. It's an audio surf type of game. You know audio surf from back in the day?
Kinda.
The one where it's like you have that little ship in the middle and the music is playing and it just like you move your mouse to the like beat and try to get the right blocks.
Oh, so it's like a rhythm game, kind of.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did they give him a game? But that's
well,
my
he's
own
probably
personal
a producer,
reason.
so they're probably banking on the money.
That's for my own personal reason of why he got a game. But okay, anything else they announced?
Gran Turismo is finally coming next gen, but it's not an official like numbered version.
Oh, okay, so it's just like
it's Gran Turismo Sports.
Gran Turismo. Okay, so it's just a.
It's not Gran Turismo 7, which like is completely different because I think they're just having like sports car in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like for circuit racing, not like what we did in the old Gran Turismos, where you start off with the AE86 and think you're Takumi from Initial D.
Wait, but what was that game that came out for first gen, like for Xbox? It was like Forza
Motorsport.
Is it something like that then? But just Gran Turismo style? Like
I mean, Forza's I gotta say has been like better than most of the racing games recently.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play that much racing games, but the way you just described Gran Turismo Sports, it sounds like that.
I mean, I'm gonna probably try it because Gran Turismo is more towards the realism than any other racing game. That's why it's called the racing sim.
Yeah, apparently I had a friend that learned how to drive by playing Gran Turismo and got his license after playing Gran Turismos.
Yeah,
dude, if you get the wheel and everything, like it's like.
Really legit. I got the wheel and stuff. Didn't make me a better driver. I could tell you that. I still hit cars and walls and like people in the game, and I fail.
One thing they were really doing at the Paris Gaming Week was hyping up PlayStation VR.
Virtual reality?
Yep.
Oh boy.
I think I liked its code name better.
That's a big thing because there's a lot of games that's been compatible with that. Apparently, they even announced Final Fantasy XIV is going to be compatible with the VR.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me if I spend $15 a month, I could ride a chocobo? Like, feel like I'm riding a chocobo.
Well, $15 a month for the subscription.
Yeah, just to play the game, right?
I think the cheapest one is about $12.
Yeah,
that's still fine. So you're saying for $12 a month, I could ride a chocobo, and I could feel like I'm riding it through a virtual augmented reality.
Well, you would want your chair to like move with you while you're going.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get a friend to move my chair, and I'm gonna be like, yeah. But yeah, I could ride a chocobo and look like I'm riding it.
But like,
I'm down for this
some
game.
of the VR stuff they showed, like they've shown previously, but like it looks awesome. I was like, it looks like a gimmick, but like I'm just like I still want to try it because like all the people say in the reviews, like or previews or whatever, they're just like it may look like a gimmick, but it's
the real deal.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't feel like one. So I'm hoping for it.
Speaking about VR, during New York Comic Con this year, AT&T and Samsung partnered up together, and they had a VR like demonstration. So I had a friend named David H. He tried out the virtual reality. So basically, what they did was they had like a goggle, but in front of this goggle, they basically took a whole Samsung phone and put it into the goggle, and he wore it. And I asked him how he was feeling. They had two of them going on at the same time. This one person next to him was freaking out. And like she was screaming and she was like wailing. And I asked him, what did you see? He said it was like watching they were in Age of Ultron and all the action was going on. like at the same time, like you felt like you got hit by Captain America's shield. That's why that girl was screaming and crying. So if games are like this,
see that's what I was gonna bring up because one of the demonstrations they did, like they showed at the PlayStation VR was the you know the movie The Walk with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
So what they did was like the virtual reality is you're on top of those buildings, you're like walking across this wire with a virtual reality on. But like all they did was tape a regular piece of like wire, like string, like whatever on the floor, and people are just balancing on it, and like they're just walking with the helmet on. And then the funny part was like when you see their reactions, like when they're falling, they're like, oh shit, and then like, but like when you see the live action of them, they're just like straight up standing, and they're just like, I was like, yo, if I can get that kind of immersion, I'm in. One person almost really did bust ass in the video. I was just like, damn.
But Ricardo, that Final Fantasy thing, yo, keep me up to date with that. I want to ride a chocobo.
That sounds interesting.
Oh, the new Gran Turismo is gonna be the Gran Turismo Sport's gonna be VR.
Shoot,
until dawn.
Get my license.
Until dawn, the one we did like the Let's Play on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
from beginning to end. They're doing a VR for it too, but their VR for it is like cheap. Like it's like a knockoff mini game. It's like an on-rail shooter where the screen moves by itself and then you just start shooting stuff. But what I'm hoping for from VR is the horror games, man.
Yo, that opens a lot of new possibilities for scary.
Oh, because I saw like Oculus Rift VR games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, well, Oculus Rift games and the horror games being played on that. And man, I gotta say, yo, because like you're not gonna just do this. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna do that. It's too expensive.
Watch me.
Well, you're never gonna play a horror game anyways.
Nope.
Unless we fool you into it.
I'm keeping my VR away from you.
Yep. Do that.
But like,
I can't play.
But like,
horror.
you're not gonna lift up your VR and just be like, phew. No, because
I'm gonna lift up my VR and scream and then just gently place it down.
But like, you gotta remember, you're gonna have a controller in your hand anyway. Your first reaction is gonna be to drop the controller if something happens, rather than go for your helmet. So like,
or this may sound like a bad idea, but if I had the helmet on and I get scared, run with the helmet on, but the game might still be on.
And knock everything over with it because it's all connected through wires. Like, because people already got the Oculus Rift and showing the videos. Like,
of course.
Some people, like, when they get scared, they try to put their hands over their eyes, right? They do that, but I'm like, you're going to see the screen. Like, you got a helmet on your face. Unless you just close your eyes. It's a different story. But the thing is, I'm going to, like, if you're allowed to put your own headphones onto the thing, I'm going to put my $500 headphones onto it. And get the greatest quality sound you could get.
I'm gonna be like one of those guys that are like, because I was watching a Slender Man gameplay and they're like, oh no, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Oh yo, who's coming? Yeah, I hear him. Why did music just get louder?
Yeah, Slender the Arrival you can play on Oculus Rift on the PC.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll find all 8 pages.
Yeah, I'll find like one and then run. Was there any other news that happened during Paris Game Week?
There was a lot more. They showed off the new Quantic Dream game, who they created Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
Okay. That's like Epic Games.
Detroit.
I heard about
Beyond something. I think Beyond Human or something. It was Detroit something.
Yeah.
And it was based off that demo they did on the PS3 a couple of years
back. They showed during one of that conference, right? Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah, so the game is like based off of that. And then they showed off another game called Wild, which they announced like a year ago.
I hope these are not all like the final titles.
No, Wild is the final title, I think.
Oh God.
Wild, no, but it's essential what the title is. You're just in the wild wilderness. So what you're usually like this caveman shaman type person. And you take control of the wild animals around you. So you can like take control of a hawk, swoop down, get a snake. Like that's what they showed in this video. He took control of a hawk while riding a bear. And then swooped down, took the snake with the hawk, brought the snake to him, went back to his body, went to a village, and at the like a cannibal village. So he was gonna infiltrate it and like
So what I'm hearing is you're a caveman, you're learning about Darwin and like the circle of life.
Well, let me keep on going. So to invade the tribe of cannibals, he could then like possesses like a rabbit and like sneaks like through it And then I forgot what he did after that, but all the cannibals went wild, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And then he just ran in with the bear at the end. And it was like, "Yeah, let's do this." And then he went to like this altar, put the snake there, and then giant snake lady came. And then this is where like the fantasy part came in. So I was just like, "All right, cool," but like it looked really good. And it's open world too, so
sounds like Ark.
No, it almost is. It's almost
like Ark. Survival games.
Only problem I had with the game was open world. I'm thinking open world is becoming too big nowadays.
Of course. Nobody wants to be confined anymore.
Well, it's not even that. Like the only problem I have with open world games is like if it's not done right, it comes with a boatload of glitches and bugs.
Oh yeah, that's why it's like if you go off like if you veer off too much to the side, it's like your game like doesn't load the palm trees anymore. It just loads like a brown stick. It's like I think this is a tree.
Yeah, so I was just like.
No, it's like it's a little iffy.
And then what else? They showed off the new Battlefront trailer.
Awesome.
Which showed off the new heroes. Because in the beta you can only do Luke and Vader. Mm-hmm. So they showed off Leia.
Ew.
Han.
Ew.
Boba Fett.
I'll give you that.
And the Emperor.
Nobody wants to play as a decrepit old man.
I don't know.
Wow.
I want to play as him. I was hoping to hear like Mace Windu, Kid Fitzu.
Why? This is all based on
Kid Fitzu. I don't know. Like bring up old school characters. I would totally play as a green alien.
Any news on Chewbacca?
If I were able to do the sound, I totally would.
I don't think so. Oh, can I just say like the voice acting for like the characters in these games are like really bad. They should have just got the original actors.
Hey, they gave you an epic good graphic games. Yo, at this point, they're like, we spent too much money for this game.
Yeah, but they only got the like a few lines they say, like
Yeah, I know. They will probably repeat themselves throughout the game.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, you could have just got the real actors to just say like 5 quick lines each,
and then just put it on repeat.
Yeah.
Any news about let's see, Kingdom Hearts during this Paris week?
No, because that's happening today. Actually, let me tell you about it. So this week,
a good day to do a podcast. Then.
So today was in Japan this weekend is going to be D23, which is Disney Expo.
Yeah.
We had ours in America already.
Yep.
In
they showed the
August.
Captain America trailer. I heard about that.
Yeah, behind closed doors. They showed off. That's where they announced that Big Hero 6 will be a world in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so today they had a pre-event for D23 specifically for Kingdom Hearts, and it was behind closed doors. I think the video goes live today. Like we're on the Eastern time, so it comes up I think around 1 a.m.
Okay, all right, that's not too bad.
But from what I read about the summary, they showed off. And I think they showed off a new world. I'm not sure. They showed off new Heartless and Nobodies. They showed off a new ride attraction. That the ride attractions are the new like summon type things they use. They showed the teacups.
Okay.
Before they showed the boat swing ride. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
And they showed the train ride, and so far those are the 3 we know of. So they showed off a new one, and then they showed off an update for the phone game. And then they showed more footage of the new one they announced during E3. Or not E3. Was it E3?
I'm not too sure. The more about the story or more about
it was Gamescom, I'm sorry. The Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
Ah, okay, yeah. So more of that that bundle, the last bundle before.
Yeah, so I think they showed a new trailer for that too.
Okay.
I don't know if that one's going up, but we're getting a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely today from what I saw online.
Nice. Are we all excited for that game?
That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Watch this trailer at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Right?
Yeah.
It's like Ricardo just set up his alarm clock. I gotta wake up at this time to watch this trailer.
But
internet's gonna break.
I mean, I'm gonna be up there too.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna be up at 1 o'clock. Just be like, oh yeah.
I completely forgot about this. Let me watch it. I'm actually kind of excited for the new Heartless. Then, kind of like Heartless.
Let's see what else did they announce. Battleborn, which is the 5v5 first person shooter / MOBA type game.
MOBA, like League of Legends MOBA.
But it's not exactly like that.
Oh, you can't play.
Or you can call it Team Fortress, I guess.
Okay, no, I like Team Fortress actually.
So it's like that. But it's made by the people that made Borderlands and stuff.
Oh,
so
good company then.
PlayStation 4 is getting the open beta first.
Of course, that's why we all should go buy a Sony PS4. This is not an advertisement. You guys should just go buy a Sony PS4.
End up going home with a PS4 tonight.
The people that made Resogun, House Marquee.
Okay.
They announced a new game, Matterfall.
Okay.
But the only thing with that game is like it was a CGI trailer. There was no.
There was like no developing or whatever. It's just all CGI.
There was no in-game.
Gameplay.
Gameplay.
That's kind of lacking a little bit there.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It looked interesting what they were trying to like show off. Back to Street Fighter V. The release date is February 16th. So 4 months.
Yeah, about 4 months. November, December, January, February. Yeah, wow. And that beta's been out for a while too, actually.
And it's only going to be on PC and PlayStation 4.
See what I tell you about that PlayStation 4.
It's because they funded it. PlayStation 4 helped fund Street Fighter.
Was Street Fighter ever on Xbox?
Yeah, it was. The last one was.
Street Fighter 4 was on Xbox.
Oh,
in fact, Street Fighter 4 was almost in every console.
Yeah.
Wasn't Alpha 3 on Xbox as a digital game too?
Yeah. It's
So,
the
like,
old school games that you could buy at the marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
So Street Fighter games are on there. It's just like this one specifically Sony helped out with.
Hey, go get yourself a PS4.
Oh, they Crytek, the people that make Crysis,
Okay.
they announced a new game.
Like Crisis, the shooting game, like the one we played in arcade.
No.
Oh no, that's Time Crisis. I lied.
But Crysis is the other shooting game, right?
Yeah, the first-person shooter that's like known for like its like powerful graphics. Don't give me that look, man.
The
it
one
wasn't
that
like
will roast your computer.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
the
handle
one
it.
that
Yeah,
it doesn't
nah.
roast your computer. It was just poorly optimized. That like even with the best settings, like it had trouble running at 60 frames. But like they announced a new game called Robinson: The Journey.
That sounds so weird.
Yeah,
Wait, repeat that title?
Robinson: The Journey.
Isn't there a movie about Robinson? Or is that Peabody and Sherman? Nope, that was Peabody and Sherman that I was thinking of.
This game is for PlayStation VR, and it is a prehistoric VR game.
Now, VR
Like-
hasn't come out yet, right?
It comes out the first half of 2016, and with the way they said the pricing is going to be, it feels like it's going to cost about $300 or $400.
Yeesh.
Because
You're
they
telling me to
said-
get another system.
Well, because they were like, it's going to cost like a new system.
Oh.
I mean, do you want to ride Chocobo or not?
I mean, I'm getting it regardless, but like well, actually, let me rephrase
Kind
that.
of got me right there, Ricardo. I kind of want to ride that Chocobo.
I was like, if it goes beyond 300, I'm not gonna get it at launch.
Yeah, at launch. Yeah, you know what? At launch. I'm not trying to do no, I'm referencing
If
an
it's
anime
under-
here. Like, I'm not trying to have no sort of online moment where I can't take off this helmet and I die in the game riding a Chocobo.
I'll do under 300 if
I'll
it's
give you
under
that.
300. If it's above 300, I'm not gonna do that because like if it is like gonna be a new console, I'm just gonna be a little like it's not a new console because like
you know what? Next gen will be coming out sooner or later.
because that's no, it's not only that. It's like an expensive goddamn accessory. Like you need a PlayStation 4 to fucking use it. So like,
So you're spending $800 just to play a virtual reality.
well, $350 now because PlayStation 4 is dropped.
I'm
50.
sorry, $750.
Yeah, if it comes out at 400, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
Or it could be 500 because it's a new console and like it could be whatever at this point
Or we could take $350 plus $350 and just make it $700.
for the full VR experience, which I wouldn't even do because like I would if I had that I would just make a PC and then use Oculus Rift
Yeah.
because at that point like the only reason you want to do the PlayStation VR is if you want the PlayStation exclusive.
But again, sort of online. Can't let that happen. Don't trust Oculus Rift. Don't trust any virtual reality until that is stable.
But Robinson, the journey looked pretty cool. Like it's VR and like you're in the dinosaur age. So think about Jurassic Park.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, I'll play this game with that music on.
I know you would, actually.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. It was called Beyond Detroit Become Human. That's what it's called. Because remember, Kara was
These
an
titles are
android.
getting really bad. Like, they look great, but the titles are not what really makes me want to buy the game.
Another big thing was Pokemon developers Game Freaks.
Yeah, what about them?
They acquired another company.
What company is that?
It is called. It's a mobile studio called Koa Games. KOA.
You said they're mobile, like phone? was? Yeah. Yo, so because I know actually they Pokemon, I don't know if it's actually from Game Freak or licensed by them, but they took off the Pokédex app on the phone. I don't know if that's like an actual Pokemon license thing. So maybe picking up this company may see a more updated Poke list then, or Pokédex list.
Like I don't know what the game's gonna be, but like they're clearly got them for like some phone apps.
It's gonna be like Brave Frontier.
No, it's gonna be another social media.
Don't say that.
Oh my god,
Tinder but for Pokemon.
I'll be so mad. Like, come on, man, that shit was already.
Do you want to choose me? Swipe to the right. It's like okay, then I guess I just chose a Mudkip.
Because that man, when they announced that, I was just like, man, this is awful.
I really hope it doesn't become another social.
Oh,
media.
they also showed off Uncharted 4's multiplayer in the.
Oh, see now that's you guys talk about that. I don't like Uncharted 4.
No, see,
I suck.
Well,
at that
Uncharted is fun and everything, but this one was weird because in the multiplayer trailer they showed like actual like not perks. Well, I guess you can call them perks, but it was like weird perks because it brought in like fantasy shit into it, like that's based in the story anyways.
Okay.
But like it was never in multiplayer. Multiplayer was just gun shoot and whatever. This one now you can throw like curses and stuff like from the first game and whatnot. And
we're still talking about Uncharted, right?
Yeah, Uncharted. The games always end with like some sort of like
some
voodoo magic, black magic going on.
Well,
or
like
something?
they're all
Throwing
based on like
curses.
real stories, and then the fantasy part is included into it. So like the
always
first,
at the end.
yeah, it's like the first like Uncharted 1. It was about.
So you're telling me that 1 minute shooting scene was just all in your head? You could get past that. It's black.
But
magic.
anyways, like Uncharted 1, like was about Drake's lost fleet, right? Or not lost fleet. It was about Drake and like what happened to him because nobody knew what happened to him.
He's Oliver Queen.
So like you find out it's like he found what was it called? I just played this too.
And you got 2 more games to play.
Like they found the goal, like the city, not
El Dorado.
El Dorado. There you go. They found El Dorado.
El Dorado.
And so like, and it was a statue, but like he instead of like bringing him back, he was trying to hide it from the world because it has a curse, it turns people into these like not zombies, but like these type of creature things, and like so, and the other person was trying to take it away for the money. The villain was, so they dropped it into the ocean.
Oh.
Where nobody can get hit by the curse and everything. Smart.
Wait,
Smart move.
who's the company that made? That's,
Naughty Dog. The
Naughty
people that
Dog,
made
right?
Crash Bandicoot.
And Jake and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter. I said Jake.
Yeah, I was about to be like, I played that game religiously before. Don't change up my game, please. But speaking of kind of similar game with that during that time, now this is not like gaming question that I have, but like, has any update about the Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yeah,
like I'm a big Insomniac fan. I love Ratchet and Clank, but like
they dropped that trailer.
But they're like, anything else? I want to know more. Like I really love Ratchet and Clank.
No, they just dropped a trailer. They're probably videos of the game because they're doing a reboot of the first game.
Are they?
Yeah.
For new gens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's
Just
all
PS4.
PlayStation. Yep, there we go. Go get yourself a PlayStation 4.
They also announced that Gravity Rush 2, which was only announced in Japan.
I heard about that.
It's coming to US, and the remaster of the first one is only digital. No physical copy. A little upset about that.
Yeah, again, I'm not a big fan of digital. Like we've been talking about, digitals are good, but it's just we like the collector feeling, right, Ricardo?
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's having the sense of owning it.
It's like having it in your hand.
You can show it around like, hey, look, I have this game.
I have this copy.
If you have a digital copy, it's like, I have it digitally.
Like you got to carry around your PlayStation 4, your TV, and be like, look, I have it.
Exactly,
It's in my
look.
library.
So as we know, when president of Nintendo Iwata passed away, there hasn't been any more Nintendo Directs. Nintendo said there will be one more before the year ends.
Yo, they're getting a hologram of him.
So my question is, what do you think it's gonna be about? Because usually they always talk about upcoming titles that are coming out, but there's only 2 months left in the year.
Oh, so this is gonna be before the year ends.
So
I
are they
wanna
gonna talk
say
about stuff next year, or are they gonna talk about whatever is coming out within like the next few months, or are they gonna announce new stuff? I believe
It's gonna be about the first quarter of the new year because you know what? There is a lot of Nintendo games right now. Yeah, they might just talk more about content. Like, hey, look, before the year ends, get another Splatoon gun. Or before the year ends, we may release another Smash character. Or more DLC contents for them. But mostly, I think the Direct will be talking about, like, Star Fox, mostly.
Yeah, because that got delayed till next year.
Yeah, that got delayed, so they're going to shine more light on it a little bit. And, other games that were announced, like, for the first quarter, to be honest with you.
I think they'll drop some of the announcements. I think the biggest one they'll probably drop is Pokemon Z. I predict Pokemon
so
Z.
you're saying the director's cut? Okay, with Zygarde, I think that's the name of the Pokemon.
I think they'll announce the Pokemon Z, and then they'll probably show off something about the Zelda Wii U title which they have been completely quiet on.
I was about to say, I'm waiting to hear about Zelda Wii U.
They have said nothing about this game in a while. I think they got some stuff.
And that's a big part of the franchise too.
So, like, I think the one Nintendo Direct they're going to do it big. They're going to talk about, like, a lot of stuff.
Of course. Since this is the one that's without the president and it's the one before the year ends, they're definitely going to.
Well, it's going to be with the new president.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, with everything that happened with the old president and the company itself, and before the year ends, they're probably going to do something big and announce something big. And they're going to talk about their Tinder app, too, probably.
Probably.
And they want to shine more light on that.
Yeah.
People are going to be disappointed.
So my thing is they're probably going to show the phone app.
Mm-hmm.
They're the game they were talking about. They're going to show off Pokemon Z and Zelda. Those are my three theories they're going to do.
Okay, two Z's and a Tinder app.
Yep.
Okay.
They also announced how many amiibos they have shipped or sold.
Speaking of which, I was looking at Toys R Us toy catalog for Black Friday coming up. They have 64, only 64 per store of the re-release of Villager amiibo. Only 64. I was like, damn. I kind of want that amiibo too. Villager was fun.
Well, what they announced is they sold or slipped over 20 million amiibos.
Ooh.
Now, if you do the math of the money, if they sold those, it's over $200 million they made from amiibos.
So was that like? I think it's like 14 a pop.
After tax, it's like 14 a pop. Yeah.
Okay.
And now,
wow.
Or like 14.
Yeah, they're about 14.
And if you do the math, it's like over 230 billion. I'm so sorry.
$billion?
Million.
230
million.
Say that if it's billion, yeah, they could pay off.
But you gotta cut out the cost. But you gotta cut out the cost for production, and they probably only get a bit of that for revenue. But probably half of that is probably revenue.
But we also have to keep in mind there are more amiibos coming out as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
So they're not done yet.
Oh boy, and you know what? Nowadays these amiibos, even though they're coming out a lot of them, people are still flipping them for an expensive price on some of them.
Oh yeah, I said it, yo. I was like, if you can get 2 of every amiibo that's coming out since launch, and you sold your second set after you've completed it off, they'll pay off your first set.
Even when you go to conventions and you see them selling the Japanese one, they're like $50 for a Charizard, or Lizardmon, whatever it's called in Japanese, but it's like $50 for that.
Oh yeah,
expensive.
EA also think they're gonna do really good with Battlefront. They're like, yo, let's change our forecast. We're gonna send 10 million units.
They might be pulling a stretch right there.
Yeah, me too. Because EA has been.
You know why? They're probably really banking off of how Star Wars, like with the whole pre-sale tickets and everything like that.
No, they changed the forecast due to pre-orders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think 10 million might be
a stretch right there now.
For
EA, they don't have really a good reputation with that, especially with their like season pass and DLC and stuff. They don't really have a good rep for that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, I think
10 million might be like you're something pulling out the bag right there. Like no matter how big Star Wars is, I don't think 10 million is a good number for EA.
Metal Gear Solid 5 has shipped over 5 million copies.
So what's going on with that situation with the whole Kojima?
So everything I read, I don't even.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother can of worms.
Confusing.
But from everything I read, though, it seems like they need to sell 5 to 6 million copies just to like make some sort of profit. I think.
Because they spend so much money on the game.
On advertising and development.
Advertising. I barely saw advertisement for
that.
Oh
no, like conventions and everything, they advertise the shit out of like Metal Gear, like
yeah,
E3.
but not at our convention.
Oh, obviously not. One final note. Pokemon is coming to McDonald's Happy Meals.
Hey.
Guess what I'm going after?
We're going to McDonald's.
I do not know. Let me find out right now.
You're going to give you that Pokeball with the rare Mew card in between it again? Or was that Burger King? Damn it, I think that was Burger King. Damn it.
I think McDonald's did have the Pokemon cards at one point.
The Happy Meal program will feature 8 Pokemon toys based on lovable critters seen in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. These 8 figures include Pikachu, Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, Lugia, Rayquaza, Mega Latios, and Wobbuffet.
Wait, why Lugia?
Man, that Wobbuffet was such a curveball.
That was definitely a curveball.
In addition to a toy, buyers will also receive one of 12 Pokemon trading card game cards.
Called it.
There we go. You're telling me I can get a Wobbuffet?
The promotion is also how players in the U.S. can get their hands on the mythical mischief Pokemon Hoopa.
Ooh. Wait, so they're giving us a DLC code for this?
I'm assuming so, because it says Hoopa, for those who haven't heard, is compatible with Pokemon X, Y, Ruby, and Sapphire. If you're a player of the latter 2 titles, however, you'll be able to change Hoopa's form from confined to unbound. So I'm assuming you get
Ruby and Sapphire.
You also get a code for Hoopa. Looks like I'm getting a Happy Meal.
Yeah, we're getting Happy Meals,
So when was
guys.
the last time you guys had a Happy Meal?
Yeah, I haven't had a Happy Meal for 2 years.
Yo, I had a Happy Meal when I was like 5.
See, I got a Happy Meal one time because I kind of really like.
Well, because the thing is, like, if you ask like these places nowadays, you can just go on the side and be like, "Hey, can I just buy this shit on the side?" They usually do sell it to you on the side if you don't want to get the Happy Meal.
But I want my Happy Meal.
Exactly, it comes with apple slices.
Oh man,
now.
yeah, yo, eat that kid status food. That 4 chicken nuggets, that applesauce.
That 4 chicken nuggets, though, right, guys? Right. But yeah, so I mean, I guess we're all taking a trip after this podcast to McDonald's. Did that start it yet? Did that promotion start? Damn.
On that note, the day it starts.
On that note,
I'll see you guys at McDonald's.
We're going.
On that note, though, we'll call it a week.
Oh yeah. So
we'll see you again in 2 weeks because we switch off every week between Otaku Cast and Gamerscast.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep it geeky.
Geeky.
Adios.
Hasta luego. Por favor.
All right. Say something. Wait.
What are we watching again? Say something.
Oh my gosh.
Did you watch it?
Cool, yeah. I'll see you later.
That South Park episode?
Yes, that's where it came from. It was you and me. What's up?